Brothers and sisters, today is this beautiful feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, one of the great signs from heaven in the life of the church over the centuries, to remind us that heaven is real, that heaven sees our needs, and heaven responds in very mysterious ways. And, you know, Juan Diego, Saint Juan Diego, had this experience. You know, he's an uneducated peasant guy, and it's so typical of heaven to choose these people to show up the wisdom of the pride of the world, the arrogance of the world, you could say, the false wisdom of the world that seeks to try and find a different cause for creation other than God. And anyway, so this sign from heaven confounds people even to this day, because we know that Our Lady had given him this great call to pick these Castilian red roses, which shouldn't be growing in Mexico at that time of year or period, and he gathers these roses, puts them in his tilma, and he goes out to the bishop, because the bishop doesn't believe in these apparitions, and Our Lady promises a sign to the bishop that that would, I guess, initiate his faith and allow him to take the request seriously, that she wanted a church built that from where many graces will flow forth. And so he goes, and, you know, the tradition of the story is that he opens his tilma. Those roses, those red roses, melt into the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe that is so famous now. And of course, we could be tempted to say this is a legend, this is a myth. But of course, the miracle continues and persists in all the scientific studies that have been done on the tilma. You know, even like the ink, the material of the coloring is not traceable to any kind of earthly pigment, which is fascinating. When you do a study, a magnified view of Mary's eyes, he sees almost a construction of the real human eye, exactly with the image of Juan Diego in her eye, as how your eye would already have the image in the eye of the visual object being seen. And so again, this incredible way no human hand could paint that at that minute detail. Is fascinating. Also recently, I don't know if you know, but somebody ingeniously inspired to look at the stars of Mary as a kind of a musical notation, and they produced a symphony with music from the stars along Mary's mantle. You know, the tilma, the image of Our Lady, has been attacked and has been okay. You know, there was a bomb that went off and things were destroyed, but it remained intact. There's so many things going on and on. Of course, it was because of this image that the real miracle is that so many people came forward and asked for conversion. 9 million people freely sought baptism over a number of years after this event. When people saw this, they understood the incredible power and imagery of the message of heaven. But I just want to read to you some words that Our Lady said to Juan Diego that have come down to us. And you know, and then let us hear her speaking to us. She said, "Hear, Juan Diego, hear and let it penetrate into your heart, my dear little son. Let nothing discourage you, nothing depress you. Let nothing alter your heart or your countenance. Also, do not fear any illness or vexation, anxiety or pain. Am I not here who am your mother? Are you not under my shadow and protection? Am I not your fountain of life? Are you not in the crossing of my arms? Is there anything else that you need?" And so is this amazing truth that Mary, our mother, has been given this role to look after us from heaven, to guard us, and to actually be involved in our life and in our provision of so many needs. And often, you know, the Lord wants to use our prayer, our invocation of her to draw forth her own mediation with Christ. You know, Christ is the only mediator. Absolutely. There's only one covenant, one mediator, and that's Jesus Christ. But he allows his mother to participate in his mediation through her prayers, through her intercession, through her motherly influence over his heart and over us. So Mary has a true influence from heaven over us. And so those beautiful words, you know, am I not here your mother? You know, to really entrust, whether it is to carry some burden that Mary herself had to carry. You know, Mary had to carry a huge cross to see her son be crucified. And so whether it is, we may not get the answer to our prayers, but Mary knows what it is to carry that with dignity and faith and hope. whatever suffering we might be asked to carry with the Lord for the salvation of souls, you know. But also we know so well her prompt solicitude to us to intervene with God's graces in so many ways. So on this feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, let's just pray to Our Lady to have the kind of heart that she had for her son.